Welcome to the Blackboard Ultra training series for students. In this video, we're going to cover the basics of working with content inside of your Blackboard Ultra course. Let's begin by logging into Blackboard and accessing your course. In our case, we're going to be working in this Blackboard Ultra sample course. We are going to dismiss the announcement, and as a reminder, announcements only appear the first time you access the course after the announcement is published. Once you dismiss it, you will not see that announcement again unless you go to your announcements and view the archive. But let's come back to course content. If you are anywhere else in the course and you want to return to course content, it is the very first item in your horizontal menu at the top of your Blackboard Ultra screen. And this entire surface here is dedicated to the content within your course. The first thing you'll want to do is go to the Start Here module. And you'll notice there's a drop-down menu here. So there are two ways to enter a module. You could either access it by clicking the drop-down menu, or you could access it by clicking anywhere within that box or even on the title of that learning module. So now inside of the learning module, which is symbolized by this folder, you will find your course syllabus, which is certainly the first thing you want to take time to familiarize yourself with as you begin your course this semester. You will find a course orientation or information about how your faculty member will provide an orientation to you. And you will also find a questions and answers forum where you can share questions as they arise as you go through the various parts of the course and the various learning activities. This is one of the several ways in which you will be able to reach out to your faculty member. The benefit of asking a question through Q&A is that your question will be visible to the entire class. So one of your colleagues might already know the answer to your question, and they might be able to give you a quick response. And similarly, if you find yourself on the Q&A page and know the answer to somebody else's question, please don't hesitate to share. It's all about getting questions answered. Next, you will find a series of links, one that takes you to various AUM resources, one that takes you to the Curtis course critique that we typically complete towards the end of the semester, one that points to the online help for Blackboard, and finally one that points to the AUM library. Now, your faculty member might include different elements under Start Here, but you are very likely to see these particular elements. And note that this is a document, this is a discussion, this is a web link. So those are symbols that you will easily recognize. Once you complete reviewing everything under Start Here, you'll want to move to week 1, and in this particular course the focus of week 1 is to cover chapter 1 of the textbook that's sort of the backbone of this course. Once you open that weekly module, you will find two pathways. One leads to instructional materials. This is the place where you'll find everything that you need to learn that particular week. And the other pathway leads to learning activities. This is the place where you'll find everything that you need to do that week. So let's open up course materials, again in whichever manner you prefer of the three modalities. And this is where the faculty member prepared a lecture. And you could go through that lecture. Once you're familiar with it and once you have read your chapter 1, then you proceed to learning activities. And for this week's learning activities, there are 3 different things to complete. There is a homework item that is directly related to what you learned in your lecture as well as in your textbook reading. There's a discussion where you're invited to introduce yourself to the class, and then there's a quiz that allows you to verify your understanding of the material covered in chapter 1. So to back out of here, you can close these folders, and whenever time comes for week 2, you would then repeat the process and go to your week 2 folder, where again you will find instructional materials and learning activities, again with everything you need to know and everything you need to do for that particular week. And that concludes our overview of course content.